Another war has been launched in West Asia. Turkey has begun airstrikes into Syria. The target is an ethnic minority called the Kurds. With America pulling out troops, Turkey has got a free pass to take on the Kurds. The rocket launchers have been ready for a while. Turkish soldiers had been making the final preparations, and today the strikes were mounted in northeastern Syria. Expect the crisis to intensify. Expect casualties. America has made way for Turkey to kill an ethnic group. The same Turkey which talks about human rights violations in Kashmir, the same Turkey that amplified Pakistan's hype on Kashmir at the UN General Assembly, is now rolling tanks against a minority, and India hasn't said a word in protest. Delhi is busy pretending this isn't happening. What is stopping India from calling out Turkey? Our Turkish president is one of the self-declared spokespersons of the Muslim world, and Kashmir, Erdogan's stance is a blatant expression of hypocrisy. One glance at the history of Turkey's conflict with the Kurds is enough to know its dangerous motives and double standards. The Kurdish ethnic minority is predominantly Sunni Muslims. They have their own languages, Kurmanji and Sorani. They live mostly in the mountainous regions of the borders of Iraq, Iran, Syria, Turkey and Armenia. At the end of the First World War, Kurdish nationalism was recognized. A treaty was signed that promised independence to the Kurds, but Turkey's founding leader, Ataturk, unilaterally tore up this treaty. Kurds account for about 20% of the Turkish population. Kurdish nationalism revived in the late 1970s. The Kurdish Workers' Party took up arms against Turkey in 1984. And from then on, this conflict has left more than 40,000 people dead, and these are conservative estimates. Turkey's war against the Kurds is ethnic and racially motivated. Turkey, the US and the European Union have classified the Kurdistan Workers' Party as a terrorist outfit. Turkey's persecution of the Kurds has continued without any questions asked. No country said anything, but attacking the Kurds in Syria under the pretext of establishing a safe zone is an unprecedented act of violence. These Kurds are not even asking for partition. They have just sought regional autonomy. For decades, Turkey banned their citizenship rights. Until recently, their language, their dresses, their music, dance, even their names were banned. Turkey even wants to delegitimize the name Kurd. Till 1991, Turkey even referred to the Kurdish people as mountain Turks. And now they're targeting Kurds beyond their borders. So where does India come in? Nowhere. India hasn't said a word of condemnation. India hides behind the line that it doesn't interfere in the internal affairs of another country. It's a very noble policy, I must say. Two problems, though. One, this is no more Turkey's internal matter. Turkey is invading another country to eliminate Turks, the Kurds, and this is genocide. And two, Turkey doesn't mince words when it takes on India on Kashmir. Why should India soft pedal when it can nail Turkey? Erdogan uses Kashmir as an issue to strengthen trade ties with Pakistan. The same Turkey which invades another country and wages an ethnic war is preaching India on human rights. Silence, we say, is not always gold. Sometimes it shows weakness. India must use every opportunity to expose Turkey's violent campaign against the Kurds.